But yeah, two 5¼ inch bays, two USB 2.0 ports, power, HDD lights, on-off reset. Pretty standard. It's got some nice handles built into the rack mounts there. Come around back here. Oh, accessory bag. Looks like plenty of screws we'll need for the fans, mounting the motherboard. I'll have to see what type of screws the motherboard is. Probably the coarse ones there. Looks like it takes just a standard power supply, which is good because that's all I have. It even has a opening if you want to for the power supply. However, I am planning on rack mounting two of these on top of each other, so this power supply isn't really going to bring in any air through that top vent, but that's unfortunate. Cut out for the IO shield, a couple expansion slots. They are only half height. See here, are these captive? Oh, they are. That one's they're really tight. The thumb screws are actually captive to the top part of the case. That's a nice touch. Yeah, that comes off pretty easy. So we got front panel connectors, 5¼ inch bay. Then we got two bays that can theoretically hold four 3.5-inch drives. However, depending on the motherboard, might only be able to fit two in there. That's going to be an issue, actually, possibly. It looks like standoffs are pre-installed for MATX, so actually you don't need to do anything for MATX. It'll just fit right in there. As for the hard drives, though, yeah, I see why it says on the product page that you can only fit two in here. Because, yeah, that's where the holes line up. So, yeah, it would be tricky to fit. I mean, this one here, you could probably, this side, you could probably get away with two, actually. Just because of this motherboard here. Layout of this motherboard, you could get away with two here. I mean, you could still get access to that SATA port if you had a right angle one. The one on this side, though, however, you're only be able to do one. The second one for sure block access to 24-pin. And unfortunately, oh yeah, that's the other thing too, you can't even push them all the way because you need space for your fans. So, I mean, theoretically you could fit 3 drives with this motherboard. However, I was also planning on using this one, which is a bit longer than MATX, which is even actually just barely fits in there. Yeah, not a lot of room in these smaller server chassis, but I mean, that's how it is. 'Cause, yeah, this one we could still do a 3-drive setup, but actually, as long as I get 2 in here, actually, that's all we need, really. This one, you could get 2 on that one. This side, only 1 because of the RAM. I mean, I suppose if you're mounting a 2.5-inch, like a SATA drive, you could get 2 of the screws there. It would flop around a little bit, but. And then you've got mounts in the front for fans, actually. Oh, I guess you have to unbolt that from the back there. That's kind of annoying. Because, yeah, nothing on the front. No instructions in the box either, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory chassis, so I guess I'll probably start with the fans on here, because I have to remove both hard drive cages and then the fan bracket, put the fans on, screw the fan bracket back in. I don't know if I'll be putting any optical drives in here, we'll see. And yeah, I'm planning on doing 2 of these. One server here is going to be a Windows deployment server for like Windows installations, just something I wanted to try out. And the other one's going to be probably just a Linux box for messing around with Linux. I'm gonna probably do a follow-up video once I have my Windows Server one built. I'll see how everything fits. Actually, let's see how, just before we get carried away, how well a normal power supply fits in here, because that's definitely gonna potentially, oh no, a normal power supply fits in there perfect, like it's flush to the top, so that's good. Other thing would be this Cooler Master i30 cooler I bought. It was like 30 bucks, I think. These boards I have, they're a bit older. This one's socket 1156, I believe. It's one I just had laying around, and I was like, oh, I might as well make a server out of it. Didn't have any low profile coolers, so that's where this comes in. Hopefully this is low profile enough. Oh, that might be, wow, and the contact die in there is hilariously small. This might not actually work. I was actually looking at a different cooler that was a bit shorter, but I was worried it wouldn't have the proper TDP rating, but this one I don't even think. This one might end up being, oh, it's only a 3-pin connector. It's definitely, I mean, it's even cheaper than the Intel ones. Like, it's, actually that might, oh no, that'll fit. It is gonna mess up that one hard drive though. I might have to go with just one hard drive in here. That's gonna suck. The constraints of 2U. Well, I could fit a hard drive in the 5 1/4 actually. That's because I think even this hard drive here now is gonna hit that. Because where's those holes? Oh yeah. Seems this case was meant more for I don't know if these front grills are actually attached to here. Well, looks like I have to do some test fitting before I can get anything in here. I suppose these chassis would be good if you had a newer board with M.2 drive, because then you don't have any drives. I do have some 2.5-inch hard drives. Don't know if I have the capacity I wanted, but well, I guess I'll have to do some dry fitting here and see what will work in here. I don't even know if this cooler will actually cool this CPU down properly. I'll have to do some testing on that. Probably do a follow-up video on once I get this all up and running, and possibly a follow-up video on the full rack setup here.